Hey yo, what's up, my beloved champions fam? It's the bad guy, a WWE champion, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new video. And alas, all good things must come to an end. And with this video, we have entered the final phase, the final frontier, the end game of this weekend's festivities when it pertains to the Creed Continues contest. With that came the official debut of modern era powerhouse Cody Rhodes. The story continues. And what better way to go out with a bang after the Faction Boss festivities than to do one more Hell Mode tour, and not just any old tour, but a tour solely focused on the man himself, the leading man, myth and legend and future Hall of Famer if everything goes down right and proper, Cody Rhodes, with the Rhodes to Victory tour. That is right, y'all. With this tour, the contest superstar, no Stardust included, is all about Cody. So look, there's a couple ways to go about this. You can use the brand new modern era powerhouse Cody that officially, quote unquote, launched this weekend, but there's also a former Chase champion with the zombie variant of modern era powerhouse Cody Rhodes. Then we have the finish the story modern era tech, and last but not least, we have the originator, the OG Cody, modern era striker, American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. So look, this is how you're going to get the most bang for your buck here, pardon me, by simply utilizing any of them. And as you can all see, although he is Cody Rhodes in a different light, you are not going to get any bonuses for using Stardust here. So it was time for us to enter the fray, and what better way to do things? We finally had to invest in our guy right here, 6-star silver, modern era striker, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. So look, this was very interesting because this was a character I definitely wanted to work on, and as you all can see, by the grace of God, we have been lucky with the amount of coins we've been able to hoard, because we do have a faction feud, flash feud prep talent up event that is going to go live sooner rather than later. So be on the lookout and make sure you have all your eggs in a row, and make sure everything is ready to go when it comes to making those moves to finish out the Summer of Darkness MLC with a bang. But let's go ahead and just show you how we're going to run him. As you can see, he is not fully maxed out. We had the coins to pump into him and invest. We did not take up every single move. Thankfully, that worked out. The TP was spared, although the coins took a little bit of a hit, but we will be okay. So this is what we're going to be running this go around. We have the Disaster Kick, dealing damage and allowing us to choose 12 gems to making a power gems with a strength of 88,000. So 88.5. That is what we got for the first move. Following that, we have the Bionic Elbow, dealing damage and allowing us to choose one 2-turn Juggernaut gem into, well, allowing us to choose a gem to make into a 2-turn Juggernaut gem. Forgive me. Got a little ahead of myself on that. That will increase our Black MP by 9 on every countdown turn. And then we are going to be able to make 13 random power gems into multiplied gems with the strength of 13 at the end of the countdown. So we're going to be able to get those ticks to load up the board with a bunch of power gems if everything works out and it works out right. And then we can go ahead and cycle that through with the Juggernaut gems once that's on the board. But last but not least, here we have the Cody Cutter, dealing damage and allowing us to choose 6 gems to make into green gems. But caveat here, the pin bar will not move. Now, for the entourage, it's real simple. We got Striker Woods, a.k.a. formerly known as Bray Wyatt, Eater of Worlds. Black moves start with 4 more MP. Then we have Authority Triple H, allowing us to generate more power gems. Then we have Bro, RK Bro Riddle. Moves that generate black gems will create 2 more, but that is not what we have him on for. What we have him here for is power gems generated from moves will add 13k flat damage on each attack. And then we have Hall of Fame, I believe this is Hall of Fame Nikki. Power gems generated from moves will add 25% more damage, and moves that generate power gems will create 1 more additional. So that is what we're running here. Now here is a caveat, another one within itself. This is the real irony of it. I do have the plate, the Sir Zorro build, right? I do have an ultimate strap, which is sitting on my striker Kevin Owens with the nearing end plate on it. But I have the vintage glamour skill plate, which would allow us to cycle this a lot better if we had that didn't have it on Zombie Dom, because I wanted to play around with what hits better or what flows better. The all heart plate allows Zombie Dom to hit harder with the gem damage, the green gem damage, and everything, and allows us to just go ahead and hit hard. But then, of course, because we're hitting harder with the green gem damage, we can't cycle the yellows properly, right? But then with the vintage glamour, you might not hit as hard, but you're able, due to you making the board green, you're able to get your yellow. So we have an ultimate strap, but it's on another character, and we have the skill plate, where in which if we did the Cody Cutter and the pin bar doesn't move, we will be able to cycle and get the bionic elbow to spam a couple turns around, so that we will be able to have mad power gems on the board. So that's just something I want to make crystal clear right here. We do have a strap, but it's on a different character, and we have a plate that can help him cycle, but it's on a different character. But we're going to see how things are going to go. So the gloves are off, and so is the autoplay. So let's go ahead and just hop on in. This has actually been pretty cool because I do enjoy Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is definitely a guy who, he's the face. He's the face of the WWE now. He's right there, like, Roman Reigns, in a sense, at WrestleMania 40. He passed the torch over to Cody. So what we're going to do here is just, boom, we're going to do the disaster kick, which is going to allow us to make some gems into power gems. So we're going to go ahead and get those down on the board. And then, of course, we're going to hit this move, the Cody Cutter, so that way we can deal some damage. But we're also going to go after, well, we're not going to be able to do that, but it is okay. We are going to be able to go after these gems right here and get these yellows off. So the pin bar isn't going to move. We're going to be able to cycle everything. So boom, boom, boom. He's in danger, but obviously a good move would be like this. It would be real simple and easy. We were able to cycle everything. Not every board is going to be like this. So you get more power gems down on the board like this. Then you plant your Juggernaut gem. You place it somewhere so that it can stay on the board. And then, of course, the next turn, you will be able to load up your black again. And then, of course, you can hit the choose move and keep on cycling. Or we can just go ahead, out of respect to Ozzy, we're going to put him out of his misery. But the first turn would allow us to load up the black so we can get more power gems on the board. And, of course, we could load up the black so we can do the choose move again, and the pin bar will not move. So that is a good hack when you got characters who are able to deal damage or make something crazy happen to get the power gems to tick off, and then it's done. Hit another milestone. We'll gladly take that, and then you're able to continue the cycle. So that's a OP situation right there. So granted, we could have easily had Showboat Kofi on, so then we could have had the yellow loaded too, but that's at the cost of the power gems. The aim here, since he isn't fully maxed out, his moves aren't fully maxed out, we want to get as many power gems on the board, so that's why we're running Triple H. But if we did have Kofi as well as Woods on him, New Day power right there, then we would be able to do everything in one fall swoop at the cost of less power gems on the board. So now we're going to take on Grayson Waller, and of course, this is where I like the theme of certain LTs. I like the theme of certain limited time tours, where in which it has a storyline. It makes sense here. Okay. The final boss of this situation here is going to be Seth freaking Rollins, and it makes sense. Cody returned at WrestleMania to go up against Seth Rollins. So what better way to have this tour for Cody Rhodes, and his final opposition is going to be the guy that he had to take on to knock the ring rust off when he made his return to the WWE. So we are going to go ahead and do this right here. We're not going to be able to hit anything else, but we can go ahead and load up some more green and just do some more damage. We could have easily used somebody else to knock out Green Gem Damage, my Hall of Fame DDP could have worked here. Lex Luger could have worked here. Wolfpack, as well as Lacey Evans Showboat. She also would have been a good situation here. So we do have a wild card over here. But we're going to go for that to load up, and we still do get the extra turn, and the tick went off for that. So we're going to put them out of their misery. We're going to put Waller out of his misery and just do it like that. But that is crucial. That, like all the Codys, from what the boy Rusty said, it seems like they're always missing something. And even in this situation, like, this flows really great, but it definitely has me on the lookout for hopefully another vintage glamour plate, or it's nothing wrong with me just getting another ultimate strap for modern era strikers and putting it on Cody, and then just moving the vintage glamour plate onto my Cody to make this cycle even better, and then putting all heart back on Zombie Dom. It's not the end of the world, but it is a cool little vibe here. I also like the fact that Cody's going up against Bray Wyatt before Seth, because they're generational talents. You know what I mean? Bray Wyatt obviously being the brother of Bo Dallas, and then of course they are the sons of IRS. So that there's some legacies here. You know, wrestling has more than one great wrestling family. Former WWE champion and Universal champion in Bray Wyatt, and then of course current undisputed WWE champion in Cody Rhodes. So this is also a cool look here. But in your opinion, depending on who you have on your roster, who is your favorite Cody? Who is your favorite Cody when everything is said and done? Like, who is the one that you know, like, you can rely on, you enjoy taking and utilizing? Obviously, with both Zombie Rhodes and Tech Rhodes, they have amazing gears. But then, as you can see, too, Striker Cody has a bunch of moments that go with him. Tech Cody also has a moment that goes with him. Modern era, the story continues. Cody Rhodes is obviously a monster within his own right as well. So there is a lot. I mean, there are multiple. There's a Cody for everybody. That's the best way to put it. There is a Cody for everybody. So that is a blessing within itself. So who is your favorite Cody? That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. Who is your favorite Cody? So we're going to go ahead. We can actually just, we can drop that right down and get that. And then we will go ahead and just do a 4-row break over here. So we'll drop the yellow, boom, get that, boom, 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 do some damage. And obviously, since we're now getting higher up, it's going to be a tad more difficult to, get it, to take them down as easy as we did Waller and Ozzy, which is absolutely fine. We just got to survive. That's what we got to do. So we are going to drop that. We should have done the wild card, and that would have cycled better. That's what I literally just peeked at. We should have done the wild card, but it's no love loss. We'll be okay. So boom, he got that. So now we're going to get our black back. It's going to load up again. So now we put more power gems down on the board. And just fill in the spots like this. Boom. Then we go ahead, since we have the one Juggernaut gem already down, we're going to put this over here. Now, this is where we will do a wild card. So we will go ahead and what can we do? Boom, boom. Just like that. We will just leave it like that. We're not even going to play around with it. We'll just leave it there. So that's going to cause a wild card. It's going to drop down. We'll easily take that. And then we will put another green right there. We'll just change this right here. So we'll be able to do that. Boom. In the danger zone, we'll match the yellow. Everything's fully loaded. And so this is one of the ways that you could take people out and just put them out of their misery. So we will just do a swipe. Goodness gracious. Dry throat. So 1, 2, 3. Done. Over. easy clap. Again, everything was fully loaded. You basically want to get your yellow and also try to set up a wild card. So that way you can keep spamming the yellow. You can also to knock off a turn to get your black up, to get your power gems. So it's a fun thing. And again, like I said, if I had the vintage glamour plate on him, then he would be able to go ahead and cycle that yellow more times over. So we would constantly be getting our black MP up. We would constantly be putting out more and more multiply gems when the turn comes to our side of things. And then, of course, we would be able to just do some massive damage. So you can use the multiply gems with the green, can be hitting really hard. Plus, we could also activate the power gems, so they also go full effect. And then you could just do what you want. Either it's a gem match or something, but the multiply gems combined with the power gems is a very wicked combo because you're literally just offensively shredding somebody's health. So now we are at the main event, the marquee right here. And legit, just remember, he's at level 300. So although his moves aren't fully maxed out, he's still going to be able to hit pretty good. And I like this Cody. I had a choice. Either I work on Tech Cody, who I just recruited at 4-star silver, and pump too many resources into him after taking up must-see Superstar Miz, or just put in some coin into my boy Striker Cody, who's already at 6-star silver, and just call it a day. Now, this is where it is going to hurt. This is where it is going to hurt a lot. A lot. So we got a couple things that we can do right here. For instance, we can drop the green, which will drop the black and the yellow. So that's something we can do. We'll get into some shenanigans. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and put some power gems down, and we are going to do our best to make this count. So if I'm looking at this right, I can drop that black and make a wild card out of it, and that's going to give us the yellow. If I'm looking at it correctly, it should do that. So we will boom, boom, boom. Then we could also put this right here. So we will do both of these. So one of them is a wild card, boom, yellow wild card, boom. Crazy damage, plus what was left on there helped out. So then we put this here. We're going to put that down there. Obviously, Seth Rollins is a force to be reckoned with, so we do not want to mess this up at all. Boom. And then, okay, we have everything loaded again. So again, we can load up on power gems for another good hit. He does thankfully have a submission, I believe. So if we had to, we could run a submission. So we'll go ahead and put that right there. And that should give us another yellow. Boom. More damage, hopefully. So this is where it's going to be a slow burn. It's going to be a real slow burn for us. But it's also not the end of the world either. It's not the end of the world. It's just going to take some time. So that's how we got to look at it. So we'll take the red. Boom. The black activates again. Now we have that. So this is the move right here. This is the aim. This is the goal right here. This is fun. This is actually fun because I enjoy using the character that's making me think. So what's the move? What are we going to do? So there's a lot of things we could do right here because we got one side that's the multiply. We got the other side that's the power gems. We could go for another match. We could go for that because we do need the yellow. So maybe if I do that. That would work. But then it's also a thing, do I want to hit hard? It's because he's going to make more, going to make more multiply gems with the power gems that are down on the board. So then it's a thing of who do I use? I could do a green match right there. Yeah, we could do a green match. That would load up the yellow again so we can spam that. All I know is that when he hits me, it's going to hurt. That's all I know. When he hits me, it is going to hurt. So we are going to go ahead and do that. We'll just do something simplistic like that. Boom. Everything's loaded up again. You can't make this up. This is some big brain stuff. Like, to some people who've used them for a long time, they got this on lock. Like they're a whiz with this. For me, I'm literally learning as I go. Like, I've only been playing with him for a couple of hours, okay? And the majority of that was on autoplay. So if you ask me, I think I'm doing pretty good so far. But hey, I'm definitely no Sir Zorro on this, okay? But we are having fun, and that's what matters most. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do a wild card with the green to bring down the yellow. Does it cost us a power gem? Yes, it does. Does it give us our black loaded up again? Yes, it will. Will that allow us and enable us to do some crazy damage? It most certainly will, with all these power gems on the board. So we are steady milking this guy. Steady milking him. It's like a constant loop. It's literally not stopping. So we can do another match, and plus we got some, we can do something real fun here. So we can add some more power gems on the sideline. I could put a green right there. There's plenty of greens to go right there. So we will do this. All right. Boom. All right, so what is the move here? We could do a 4-row. See, but then that's 4. That isn't going to give us what we need to keep the cycle going. I mean, it could. I think technically it would give us the cycle. So I can't say that. It would definitely give us a cycle because the 4 green right there, that 13, easy reload, reset. Boom. And then we'll just drop 2 right there. So boom, we're loaded up again. Pin bar doesn't move. Seth is getting the skibbity paps right now. This is just cruel and unusual punishment right now. Okay. So then we got a ton of power gems on the board. We're going to do a 3. We're going to do a 4-row break. We got that right there. Boom, 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 boom. So that'll get us our yellow again, because that is stacked on stacked. There's our yellow. We're out of multiply gems right now. We can go ahead and do that. Yeah, we'll just do that. Because I would do that. I would do another one, but that's going to cause a wild card. So we are just going to call it a day with that one. And you know what? We'll just go ahead and put one right there in between. Because it's green gem damage. Boom. More damage. Boom, boom, boom. Dwindle them down even further. And we will actually take this loot gem, because that'll give us black. And he's done. Little tedious, just because I had to figure out my placement, my gem placement. But we were able to capitalize and we were able to get it. So I am not upset about that. Unique. Again, if we had the vintage glamour plate on him, we would be able to cycle that yellow even more than what we already were. And thankfully, we are going to get I think we got another milestone. I think we did. But either way, I'm happy with what we were able to do and what we were able to accomplish. So that is the video, y'all. I mean, Cody Rhodes cleared it out. We finally got to invest in him. Pulled him from the 6-star Spangled Loot. The loot banner right there. We got a couple of moments for him already. Solid guy. And like I said, the only move we worked on, the only move we pumped into was and invested in was a disaster kick. And it wasn't even fully maxed out. Everything else is level 1. Easily level 1, because I got to invest these colors in other people for this talent up. But we did go ahead and spend a couple mil on him to get him up to level 300. So, he's 50 levels away when the time comes to pull the trigger on him to take him to 6-star gold for a future move. That's a gift within itself. And again, a lot of these characters were freebies, or they've been around long enough that you should have probably pulled them, depending on if you're free to play or not. Obviously, those results will vary, but everyone should have Striker Woods unless you just got started playing the game. Everyone should have Triple H Authority because everyone plays through the tours and he's given to you for free 99. Matt Riddle, RK Bro, is a character that's been on a lot of loots, so that's another one. And the same thing with Nikki Bella. They've had offers, they've had deals for her, reworks for her. So that's also something to deeply consider and think about. But nonetheless, we were able to get that. We were able to knock this out. So I'm sorry that it did take longer than expected. But I also said this wasn't going to be short, sweet, and brief and right to the point. But we still were able to dominate. So I do know for sure I do enjoy that build that I spoke to you about. So it gives me more incentive to look for a solid strap for him, as well as a solid option with that skill plate. The vintage glamour does work, breaking the green, giving you the yellow, so you can constantly get your black MP, can constantly get everything going without the bud, without the pin bar moving, and just stack that power gem damage, get the extra additional turn from the match, from an additional match. Make the trap gems, not the trap gems, make your power gems into multiply gems, stack that damage combined with the power gem damage, and then whenever you feel like finally putting the person out of their misery, you could just go ahead and just go on your way and get the easy 1, 2, 3. So with that being said, y'all, I'm not going to hold y'all up any further. Just always remember this. Hey, yo, hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love and respect to each and every single one of you, of my beloved champions fam. If you enjoyed this content, I hope that you all did, and thank you for the opportunity of watching my content. Please do yourselves a favor so you can come back and revisit this anytime. Like the video, share the video, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel so you can always be up to date on what's coming around the corner from yours truly, the bad guy of WWE champion, Zeke 4-0. And look, at the end of the day, it's a blessing whenever we get a new character and we're able to cover different contest superstar requirements. And I'm thankful that I was able to not only pick up Modern Era Tech Cody, but was also able to pick up Modern Era Striker Cody. Hopefully, one day, we're able, when the zombies return, hopefully we're able to acquire Zombie Cody, and hopefully we're also able to pick up the story continues Cody too, because he's absolutely phenomenal from all the gameplay I've seen from the official content creators from Scopely. So hopefully everything works out. Hopefully you're able to pull him and pick him up. If not, hey, don't sleep on your Tech Cody, don't sleep on your Striker Cody or your Zombie Cody, because they're all great. I just feel that the story continues Cody, the latest one, I believe he's the most fluent and most consistent out of all the Codys that have been released thus far. But at the end of the day, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to receive all future notifications. I love you all. I respect you all. I'm praying for all of you tenfold, and always do your best to be the best champion that you are. But stay tuned to see what's next from the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. And until next time, stay tuned until the next episode. Hey, yo, let go. Peace.